Good morning from the Algarve Coast. We are actually somewhere between Portimao and Lagos on the west part of the Algarve Coast.
Good morning.
And we are currently heading to Lagos, which has a nice old town that we're going to discover now. So before heading to Lagos, as the weather is nice, we decided to go and have a look at the beaches. And have a look at this. This is what we can see from up here. We are trying to head down there with some little stairs and enjoy a few hours of the last sunshine before it gets cloudy. So this beach, you can find the name on the screen now, has these superb rock formations, and there's another beach beyond the rocks that you can access during low tide very easily. On the high tide, the water comes all the way up here and you cannot go through. There's the other gentleman. So today, I said, the weather is sort of half-half. It is still sunny, so we are going to profit from this few hours of sunshine and have a little break at this second beach, which is much less touristic, has much less people. You can see the name of this beach now on the screen. The tide is low. It was the lowest at about an hour ago, and the tide will be high at 6:30 tonight. So then this beach will probably have completely disappeared underwater. So make sure when you're here to check online the tide situation, so you know where you can relax, which beach, and make sure that if you come to this beach through this little corridor between the rocks and the sea, that you get back before the tide is high, because otherwise you will have to make a long swim. So this is Lagos, and here we can see the King Don Sebastião, the statue of him in a war apparel. King Sebastião actually started here from Lagos with 18,000 men and 800 ships on the 15th century into a sea battle that he dramatically lost, and it seems that Portugal hasn't really recovered from that until this day. So this is a very controversial statue. Here's the other gentleman. So the center of Lagos is pretty touristic. If you think that we are now in October and so many tourists are still sitting here on the terraces, you can imagine how this place looks like in July and August. All the menus are written in Polish, Russian, Danish, Finnish, Italian, a lot of German. But the side streets still have retained their original charm.
So when you're away a little bit from all that touristic stuff which is in the village of Lagos, you come to the end of the village, and there's a very old building which was actually erected in 1444, and this was the first slave market in Europe. So slaves from Africa were brought here and traded under this arcs here and were sold to rich Portuguese people and had to work in their households or in the farmlands or in the plantages in Brazil. And then there's another church here. It's the Church of Santa Maria on this beautiful square. And on this square you will also find the statue of the seaman of Henrique, who was one very famous seaman of the Portuguese people. And on the other side you have the sea.
You know what infante means?
No.
It's a princess, actually.
Ah. But a man cannot be a princess.
So it's a prince.
Okay.
The male princess is a prince.
How do you like Lagos so far?
There are some nice spots here. There are some less nice spots and nice spots. It's quite big, but the old town has a certain charm, definitely. This is the Punta da Piedade. So this place has some amazing rock formations, and you can see there's quite a lot of people visiting. It's a bit scary because it's very high and very steep, and I'm a bit scared to go too close to the cliffs. Fridtjof is more courageous than I am.
So you can see all these big holes in the rock formations, which are going actually all the way down to the sea. And you probably cannot hear it on the video material because you can hear the waves clashing in and the sound is coming up through these how do you call that, tunnels which are going down into the rocks. So at the end of the rock formation below the lighthouse, luckily the Portuguese people built a staircase down all the way, so you have a beautiful view on these rock formations and gates. And this is supposed to be one of the most visited tourist attractions in the south of Portugal. And down here at the end of the stairs where the people are standing, you can take a boat and they will take you through all these arches and gates and rock formations, and it's 15 euros per person. Marty's just looking into one of the caves and it's really stunning, and here you can see the stairs going all the way up or down. So now we are already back in the hotel. It was a really beautiful day at the beach. We got some suntan again, and also the village of Lagos was really nice. But I must say definitely the highlight of today, of course next to the beach, was the rock formations you just saw before at this tourist attraction point. And you should definitely not miss it when you're in Lagos. You should definitely not miss to see this, and I think it would be even very, very cool if you would come during the day or in the later afternoon and do a cruise with the boat which is offered there. We were talking about this earlier, for 15 euros. So this was the way we saw it. Thank you so much again for watching this vlog, and please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so, and keep the thumbs up, and looking forward to seeing you in the next episode. Good night.